I remember a time when I thought that leadership was taking charge and only a position. Sometimes as leaders, we feel that we must boss people around. Or we simply believe that we must be in a position of authority to be a leader. Have you ever felt like either of these? Are you a person who wants to lead better or in a leadership position and want to grow your team? If this is you, reach out to the Leaders Innovative Growth Solutions LLC today. Visit our website at theligssllc.com.
Dr. Lashley is an expert team culture strategist who educates leaders on techniques to harmonize family and work life while developing dynamic and productive teams. After being raised underprivileged, becoming a single mother of two, Dr. Lashley married an Army soldier who deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, and Korea 11 times during his 20 years of service. She was forced to raise 3 of 5 children essentially alone. As a working mother and college student for 10 years, she had to find a sense of balance while juggling her children's activities and not losing herself in the process. She now helps working mothers and women in leadership positions harmonize their life while creating dynamic and productive teams at home and work. Are you ready for Dr. Lashley to elevate your teams at work and home? If so, contact her today by sending an email to info@drtracielashley.com or by going to her website at drtracielashley.info.
Hello, we are back. You are listening to Women of Business Thriving on the IBGR Network. I am your host, Dr. Tracie Lashley, and this is my final season. I sigh again. It is very bittersweet. I enjoyed the journey. And I just talked about things that we learned throughout the season and also touched a little bit on previous seasons. But this last segment, I want to shed light on some people who helped me in my journey, who are in my network. I won't be able to get to all of you, but I thank you. You know who you are. But the first person that I have to thank is Donna Cunny. She started my journey here at the IBGR Network. She believed in me. She said, come on over. I had a rocky start. There were times that I wanted to quit, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, but she would never let me quit. My first show, I was in tears. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I quit. And she said, no, you're not. She's like, you got this. She was my biggest cheerleader throughout this entire journey. There were a lot of times where I just didn't want to do it anymore because I had so many other things that were standing in my way. And she stood by me, and I thank her for that. It really means a lot. And I say some of this to tell you, as a leader, as a business owner, you want your staff to feel the same way about you, like you're their biggest cheerleader, that you believe in them more than they believe in themselves. And in my leadership journey within the government system, there was a lady named Susan Rary. She believed in me and believed that I could lead the team. And she put me in a role. Well, actually, I took the role. I made myself team lead. She was looking at me like, I said, y'all the team lead. She said, okay. We didn't have teams, but I made a team. I created my own little team. And she promoted me to supervisor. And I was like, really? I wanted it. But she believed in me more than I believed in myself at that time as well, because she was like, come on. I was like, huh? Really? I can't do this. And she stood there and she helped me. And I also helped her with a lot of things. So it was a win-win. So when you're thinking about developing leaders or elevating leaders or potential leaders, just look around because you have some hidden gems in your organization and you want to bring those out. Someone else who helped me was my sister, Karen Hines. Whew. She's the youngest, but always thought she was the oldest. Okay. But she helped me get stronger because I was always thinking that I wasn't supposed to be tough, that I was just supposed to be serving and, letting men just take over. And she really helped me get a little bit tougher because she was tough. And sometimes, I would say things to her and she'll be like, look now. I'm like, okay, I thought I was the oldest. And then there's my cousin, Bridget. Oh my goodness, Bridget. Well, she was Bridget Peaceman now, of course. It's like, man, she spent a lot of time in the government system as well. And, she left and started a new journey, a new chapter in her life in a field that there aren't many women doing. She went into construction like our grandfather, construction, a female. And I'm like, what are you doing? But she is out there doing her thing. So ladies, I say this to say, guess what? It doesn't matter which industry you are in or you desire to be in, you can be one of the greatest. So never limit yourself. Something I always say is don't limit me. I don't like limits. Don't put a cap on me. Take that lid off. No, I don't want to be inside the box. No, just get that box away from me. So start grooming your mindset and thinking in different ways. And I have another cousin, Elaine Baldwin. She is out there. She spent 20 years in the military. Now, we all know military, you're serving, right? And she retired and she's still serving. She's serving children. And youth, that's where it's at. So if you don't have a program that will mentor youth or even donate to some of these organizations, because there are people out here who are helping the youth and they need your support. They need your donations. So remember when I was talking about that network? Yeah, network with some nonprofits as well. You may not have ever thought about that, but they can also help the bottom line because when it comes down to tax time, you have to get rid of some of that money. I probably shouldn't say it that way, but look, that is a good way to get rid of it. Donate to some of these nonprofits who are in alignment with what you do. And wow, some of you may know her already, but Forbes Riley. Whoa. Forbes Riley, man, the conversations that I've had with her have been like no other. Sometimes you just need people around you who can pull the best out of you. Because I had some things holding me back and she forced them out of me. Forced them out of me in a way of making me think differently and asking me those tough questions that I didn't want to ask myself. So are you doing that for your staff, for your leaders? Are you asking them those tough questions that they need to hear? Are you really? And be truthful. If not, go back and figure it all out. And another lady, Tam Lawrence. Oh man, this lady is out here dominating the media industry. And she is very dedicated to what she's doing. Her passion is showing. And she is so passionate about this. It's like, whoa. So are you passionate about what you do? Is your staff passionate about your vision? Are they trying to help you? If not, you might need to sit down and have a conversation with them. because you want them to have that same passion or close to it. Man, and Dr. Deborah Tillman, whew, America's, number one super nanny. Some of you may or not know her, but it's in conversations with her, it goes back to the youth as well, in families. I've talked about the work-life balance and knowing how to, act in a family setting can make or break you. Because you can have those tough times at work and you don't want to come home to the same tough times. Man, and my daughters, Tiara and Lisa, they have shown me how to be tough and how our young people are really going after it and going to get it, as well as my nieces, Heaven and Deja Ross. The young people are showing up and showing out, and let's support them. I have enjoyed my journey here with you. Until next time, another season. This has been Women of Business Thriving, and I am your host, Dr. Tracie Hines Lashley. Hey, come and hit me up, thrivewithtracie.com, and I will see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Women of Business Thriving, where Dr. Tracie Hines Lashley educates leaders on strategies women must take to thrive from the heart while leading successful businesses. The strategies shared from Dr. Lashley and her guests empower, inspire, equip, and elevate leaders to thrive from their heart. To learn more about Dr. Lashley and her quest to educate and encourage more heartfelt leaders, go to her website at drtracielashley.info.